Hello, and thank you for clicking into Witchy-Woo Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the twin flame soul connections out there, and it cannot possibly be for everyone watching. If it does resonate for you, please let me know in the comments, and if not, feel free to check out my other videos for messages you need to hear. Just remember, time, energy, and gender are all fluid, so feel free to reverse roles however you see fit, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So speaking of subscribe, thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. You are amazing, and I'm so excited to be announcing the winner of the 1K subscriber giveaway. So be sure to catch me later today for my first live on YouTube. And if you haven't already, be sure to tap the notification bell to make sure you don't miss it. Huge thank you to my friend Misty from Messy Awakening for teaming up with me for this giveaway. We have got an awesome box of goodies for you, including crystals, all your Witchy-Woo supplies like the Cosmic Tarot deck, sage, cleansing kit, wire wrapped rings, and a free reading from me. So all of our info will be in the box below. If you haven't already checked out Misty's crystal shop, please be sure to do so. She has some amazing stuff, including some things that you see are new on my table. So that's probably just a message for me to stay out of her cart for now, because I have bought so many crystals recently and I can't help myself because they're all just amazing. So yeah. Anyways, so I'm going to get started, and we are going to do a musical messages edition for Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Now that the Lionsgate portal is closed, I'm interested in hearing all of your stories about your symptoms and things that you experienced during Lionsgate. For me, it was a toss-up. Either I was feeling super anxious and jumpy and like ready, like something big was about to happen, and then I would want to take a nap 5 minutes later. So a lot of intense energy, and it was just very exhausting. Lots of crazy dreams and astral projection type scenarios, just a lot. Okay, it was a lot to deal with. But you know, as I talked about in my last video, just tried to let it flow as the light codes are being activated within us. And that is why I'm going to be reading with the Starseed Oracle. I also have another Starseed deck that I just recently got as well. So let's get the energy for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. As we know, it's not about gender. It is about duality. Positive, negative energy. So depending on where you are in your journey, you could be taking on the masculine traits or vice versa. So he, she, it's all neutral, okay? And that is the whole point of the twin flame journey, is to come back to that place of neutrality. Because once you realize that you need nothing, that is when you attract everything. Okay, so let's see what's going to be happening for the Divine Masculine and Feminine in the coming weeks into the end of the month. So for the masculine, we have Earth Skull, and for the feminine, we have Portal. Wow, interesting. We just came out of a portal, didn't we? So bottom of the deck, we have the Blue Flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Wow, so I just heard go time. It's go time. This is the initial spark, okay? As I said in my last video, the Lionsgate is about just that, okay? It's about awakening. It's about realizing that you are an infinite being. It's realizing that you are the wave. You're not just a part of it, okay? You have the ability to create your reality. And so something has occurred for the masculine and the feminine. I really feel like it's Lionsgate that caused this awakening, okay? It's go time is what I keep hearing. Both masculine and feminine are ready to ignite the flame, okay? For the masculine, we have Earth Skull, life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. So masculine's really diving deep. They are understanding the purpose for the lessons that they have had to go through. They are expanding and ascending in their soul, and they're understanding their purpose in general in this life here on earth. Earth school, okay? Star seeds come from, you know, other times, other dimensions. The masculine is learning what his mission is here. He's seeing the purpose behind the lessons that he is learning here. Going along with the awakening, like I said, he is understanding his purpose. He's understanding perhaps that he is a twin flame, okay? So with the feminine and portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. So feminine is feeling like anything's possible right now. It's like the coin is in the air. Anything can happen. With this portal opening and the activations occurring within the feminine, she's understanding that she has more control over this situation than she perhaps thought. As you can see, this woman is about to walk through this gate into the unknown. But it's very positive looking on the other side. I mean, it's rainbows. It looks really flowy and groovy. I think the feminine is starting to see that she has the ability, just like the masculine, to walk through that door, okay? She might also be understanding that doors are figuratively opening for the masculine, understanding that anything is possible during this time. So let's dig into the masculine's energy, okay? Let's use the Light Seers Tarot. See what's going on in the Divine Masculine's conscious mind. It's in the conscious mind of the masculine. What is the masculine thinking? Masculine has left the building. He is now surfing in the 5D, guys. That's a lot. That's 4. So what's going on in the masculine's heart? What are they feeling currently in 1 or 2 cards? Oh, goodness gracious. How do they see the relationship? What are their intended actions? How do they intend to move forward? And gosh, some cards almost just fell out and I just saw the Hierophant. So what is the masculine's desired outcome? How are they wanting things to end up currently? What is their highest hope for an outcome? Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. So it looks to me like in the recent past, the masculine he's using his intuition. Like I said, he's going deep below the surface now. Okay. He's maybe reflecting on maybe secrets or things that have been hidden from the feminine. I think the masculine is really kind of getting down into the emotions of it all and maybe realizing, you know, that being secretive with the feminine has done nothing but, you know what, I don't think I even have room to put this up here. I'm just going to set it back over here. I'm thinking that the masculine is realizing that everything that he kept from the feminine has actually set him back quite a bit, okay? And now with the way this looks, it's almost like a feeling of drowning in a sense. So let's dig in and see what's going on in the conscious mind of the masculine. So first we have the Page of Cups. Look at this flying pig. It's like masculine he's thinking about how he's going to come forward. He's thinking about what to say, okay? The Page of Cups is all about a message of love, an apology. And as you can see, it's almost like he doesn't even believe that it's possible. When pigs fly, But as you can see, the emotions are definitely there. He's thinking about sending an emotional message, okay? We have the Knight of Swords after that. Not only is he wanting to deliver that message, he's wanting to do it swiftly, real quick and in a hurry. As you can see, this man's motorcycle is driving away without him. He's trying to catch up to a motorcycle. So in a way, the masculine is trying to play catch up. He has to. He knows, based on, like I said, the secrecy and all of the things that may have been hidden from the feminine, he's about to miss his opportunity, is the feeling I'm getting. If he doesn't play catch up, if he doesn't catch up to that bike, it's going to drive him right off the cliff and out of his hands forever, okay? So I think the masculine is understanding the urgency of this communication, because right after that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. They're thinking about how to make this tangible. This is, to me, the Knight of Pentacles is a man who moves forward with intention, someone who is committed, stable, but they're still working on their stability. It's a work in progress, but I'm feeling that the masculine has moved on from that page energy to a knight. He's walking forward confidently. And like I've said in previous readings, he may have lost a lot, as you can see with these pentacles falling. He may have lost a lot of money in this process, but he's got that pentacle on his back, and that's what matters, okay? To me, that's the Ace of Pentacles. He's got what he really needs when it comes to finances. He's just trying to move forward and build more stability on his end, okay? He wants to come forward as a stable individual, because he doesn't want to just be flighty. He doesn't want to just come forward with a half-ass offer. He wants it to be real. He wants to make it real. With the Hanged Man coming right after that, I'm feeling that the masculine has recently gained a new perspective on how to do that, okay? So in the last video, we saw the masculine had came up with a plan, okay? He had come up with a plan, excuse me. He had come up with a plan, had an idea on how to move this forward. So we have the same themes here. Knight of Swords, again. It's just uncanny how the reading just kind of picks up from the last one. So in the masculine's heart space, we have the Three of Cups. The masculine just wants to be reunited, okay? They want to come back together with the feminine. They want to celebrate. They want to build a solid friendship. Okay, it's not just romantic. It's about building a solid foundation, a solid friendship, partnership, whatever you see it as. But regardless, they want to embrace, they want to celebrate, and they want to be reunited with their other half, okay? How they view the connection, or how they view the feminine. We have the Ace of Swords. As you can see, this woman's got a spiraling staircase going straight, drilling down into her brain. The light is escaping from the hole that it has made. Okay, so the feminine desires the truth, right? Well, the masculine knows this. He sees the feminine meditating, patiently waiting. He understands that clarity is needed. He wants a fresh start. Okay? He understands that that is like the key to unlocking this conundrum with the feminine. Coming forward, speaking truth, gaining clarity on the situation together, right? So, how the masculine intends to move forward. We have the Devil and the Ace of Cups, okay? Now, as we know, the Devil card can talk about toxicity, codependency, just nasty situations, right? obsession, lies, deceit, betrayal, trickery. But as you can see, this card is very different from the traditional tarot. We don't have the two lovers bound together by chains any longer. We just have the one, okay? And as you can see, this person, they're not having a very good time, okay? I think the message here, paired up with the Ace of Cups, is the masculine intends to inform the feminine on just how awful things have been, just how tied up he actually was. It's like he wants to offer up the explanation of where he's been and why it's taken him so long to come forward with this cup, okay? Ace of Cups is a beautiful, emotional, brand new beginning. The masculine wants to bring forth his cup with the explanation of why there was all of this toxicity, this nasty energy, why he was chained up and bound from communicating, perhaps. Because the masculine's desired outcome is death and rebirth. The masculine wants to be free, okay? He wants to completely shed away whatever it was that was holding him back before, and he wants to completely transform this connection. As you can see, we have a cloaked individual, but he's not really there, right? He is seemingly what looks like the galaxy, right? He understands, like I said, he's an infinite being. He wants to go back to the beginning and start completely over, okay? It's go time. Why do I keep hearing that? It's go time. All right, so, whoop, sorry. So for the feminine, we will be using the Muse Tarot. So let's see what's going on in the feminine's conscious mind. Ooh. Temperance. Okay, and in the feminine's heart space, what do we have for the feminine energy, please? For the feminine heart space. Look at that, the Ace of Coins. And the Empress. How does the feminine view the connection with the masculine currently? Oh, look, the Hierophant came out, but in a different deck. So I'm gonna shimmy these bad boys over here, hopefully without knocking everything down. There we go. The Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so Ten of Swords was in the heart space of the feminine last week. So, interesting. So let's see. How does the feminine plan to move forward in this connection? What are her intentions moving forward? Okay. Three of Swords. And the Hermit. Okay, and what is the feminine's desired outcome? What is the feminine's desired outcome? Seven of Wands. Very interesting. So, bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Wands. So the feminine is continuing the journey, right? Ten of Wands is about putting the burdens down, self-imposed burden, doing the hard work. She's putting the grease in, right? She's feeling burdened by the connection. She's feeling burdened by the silence, by she feels like she's doing all of the work in a sense, okay? So feminine, in her conscious mind, makes sense. We have Temperance. Feminine is really being patient here, okay? She is trusting in divine timing. She's trusting in the universe. She knows that this is a divine connection, right? And so she understands that she has no choice but to wait until she and her masculine can align vibrationally, okay? There has to be that perfect mix of energy in order to find that balanced, harmonious union, right? And so in the heart space of the feminine, we have the Ace of Materials and the Empress. So in her heart, this is what she desires in her heart, okay? And the masculine's coming in with that pentacle on his back, okay? She's thinking about this brand new beginning. She wants to make it real too. But the thing is that paired with the Empress, I feel like the feminine understands that, like I said at the beginning, she also has the ability to walk through that door. She has the ability to create a new beginning for herself. She understands who she is. She knows that anything is possible because she is the Empress. She has qualities of all four queens. And she has the ability to manifest this Ace of Coins. All right? How the feminine views the connection. We have the Hierophant and the Ten of Swords. Feminine might still be assuming that the masculine is in a higher level of commitment. She may feel as if the connection, that the relationship between her and the masculine is over, because the Ten of Voices is about a completion of a cycle. It's about an ending, a heartbreaking ending. This is betrayal, loss, suffering, but I feel like it's coming to an end, okay? As the Ten of Swords was in the heart space of the feminine last week, she's now viewing this as the overall energy of the connection. She's feeling like it's over. She wants this higher level of commitment with her masculine. But as you can see, this woman is alone. Okay, she's wanting whatever's up here. She's admiring this, right? The feminine is wanting the higher level of commitment, but I feel as if she's afraid that the masculine is still committed to someone else. Okay. Oh, gosh. All right, so feminine's intended actions. We have the Three of Voices and the Hermit. So I feel as if the feminine has maybe had some difficulties letting go of this heartbreak, okay? Letting go of the torture and the pain of being put in a third party. But I feel like with the Hermit coming right after that, this is the feminine going within and enlightening, okay? She's going within and she's enlightening herself. She's finding a new path. She's finding like the hidden silver lining in all that she's gone through. So she intends to, it's like she's holding on to this heartbreak still. As you can see, this woman is crying, 2 tears to be exact. Oh, one's dripping down the door. And you have 3 swords. So I don't know, guys. I just feel like the feminine is using this opportunity to go within and maybe understand herself why she had to go through all of that heartbreak, because without it, she wouldn't have been able to really find her spiritual path. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. So, okay, the feminine's desired outcome, we have the 7 of Wands. I feel like the feminine, regardless of how she might see the connection, regardless of what may look real in the physical world, I feel like the feminine is like pushing away all of that, and she's staying true to herself and to her calling. I feel like regardless of the heartbreak and the waiting and everything that she's gone through, I see her still defending this connection in the long run. It's like this woman is holding the portal open. I have a feeling feminine may be reaching out to the masculine pretty soon, because I think that as of right now, she might feel like it's over. She may feel as if she understands more, like I said, about the connection, why she had to go through what she went through, and now she's kind of sitting in the position of the hermit herself, okay? Which hermit to me is very masculine energy, all right? So it looks to me like the feminine is holding that door open still. She's defending the connection. And I mean, although it's hard work, okay? It's hard work to hold that portal door open. But I feel like the feminine is still just leaving the opportunity there for the masculine, okay? I think the feminine also understands that maybe whatever time limits or restrictions she was thinking had to be completed or met, I think she's understanding that it's not about that. It's not about the time or the expectations according to what we've been taught in this 3D world, right? Because these connections are not really that logical, guys. They're really not. A lot of times they don't make sense at all. When you're drawn to someone the way that you are, these connections, love defies all logic, okay? So while, you know, your ego might be saying, oh, well, he hasn't said anything, so I'm done, right? I'm over this. I'm not doing this anymore. No, I feel as if the energy right now is the feminine is accepting. She's accepting that even if there was an ending, that it doesn't really matter, because she still energetically feels connected to this energy. She still feels like she needs to hold that space to defend what it is that she really truly feels in her soul, okay? Very interesting. So I'm going to get some psychic tarot cards for blockages. What's blocking the masculine and what's blocking the feminine? This reading has been pretty heavy so far. What is blocking the masculine currently? What blockages? Okay, why am I not surprised, masculine? For the feminine, we have shadow. Gosh, I feel like someone is tapping inside of my eardrum, like Morse code. What does that mean, guys? Oh, so we have balance at the bottom of the deck with the number 11. Again, this card reminds me of the Magician. So I think that the masculine and feminine both might be struggling a little bit to gain balance, okay? It's like they're trying to collect all of the elements and get their shit together, but they might be struggling to achieve that, okay? With all of the intense energy that we've been experiencing, the planets being all retrograde and crazy right now, there's a lot of stuff going on up there, okay? And so, you know, it makes people act kind of different, and now Venus is also in Cancer, so there could be some emotional blockages right now, really wanting to live in your heart's plan, but maybe facing restrictions, okay? Trying to find that balance in order to move forward. For the masculine and their blockage, we have financial and material changes. This is similar to the 5 of coins. So as I said before with the Knight of Pentacles, the masculine may have lost a lot of money to get out of whatever situation it is that he is trying to get out of, okay, to achieve this union, all right? And again, maybe this devil energy is codependency and materialism, all right? Maybe the masculine has understood that, you know, going after all of the things or holding on to monetary gain or things of monetary value has actually ended up costing him in the end, okay? So right now I feel, like I said, the masculine is maybe feeling a little challenged about moving forward because of finances, okay? The masculine has high expectations when it comes to being able to provide materially, and that is all due to, you know, the shit that we've been beat into our brains about gender roles, right? Masculine feels like they need to provide and they need to, you know, be able to put food on the table and yada, yada, yada. Well, you know what? Those things aren't as important as communication, trust, you know, being vulnerable. Okay, so masculine is still struggling in the material world just a little bit. But like I said, their intent is to come forward. They are just in the middle of this transformation. And like I said, they want a complete do-over. With the feminine, we have shadow. So as you can see, as we just talked about, it's like the feminine in her mind, in her heart, she knows who she truly is. She knows she's divine. She knows that she has the ability to manifest whatever she wants, okay? But she's dealing with the 3D limitations, okay? She's dealing with what she can see right now, and what she sees isn't what she feels in her heart, and it's conflicting, okay? So maybe she's not seeing any evidence of anything moving forward, and she's heartbroken about it. She has no choice but to go inward and find the silver lining, but again, she's holding the door open, and that shit is tough, guys. It's really hard. It's hard to save space for someone when you literally have no idea what's going on. Okay, so the shadow to me for the feminine is the struggle between what she knows to be real and what she thinks to be real. Okay, so what's truly real in the soul versus what's being reflected or what's being shown to us in this 3D life. All right, so feminine may be struggling after all of this energy to work on shadow work, okay? She's doing shadow work. She's working on her shadow side. And like I said, this journey is not linear, okay? Sometimes we go backwards. Sometimes we have to relearn a lesson, okay? Sometimes you might feel like you've healed from something and then something comes up to trigger you and it makes you feel all of that heartbreak all over again, okay? Some days may be better than others. You might feel like, yeah, I'm completely over this. I could care less. And then the next day you see something or hear something that reminds you of that person and it's like your heart rips out all over again. It's always unexpected, okay? So for those of you who are feeling that energy, it's completely understandable. So yeah, I would like to also get a couple of guidance cards. So I'm just going to get one card from each of these decks for masculine and feminine. This is also another starseed oracle. So for the masculine, we have magnificence. Interesting. And for the feminine, we have no limitations. Well then, in bottom of the deck for both, we have transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. And you know, that's all that we were talking about at the very beginning, okay? We're transcending from the 3D to the 5D, and you know what? It's not going to feel like rainbows and butterflies the whole time, okay? It's going to hurt. Old issues are going to come up. Old feelings are going to come up and trigger us and make us feel some type of way. So for the masculine, we have magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. So as we've seen in the past, masculine has struggled with the thought of not being good enough, of feeling insecure, worrying about competition. But I think the masculine is stepping into that power in a sense where he understands that he is enough. It's not about anyone else. And he's focused on on making the connection happen. He understands the uniqueness of it all right? He understands that this is special. And for the feminine, we have no limitations. You are a celestial being with unlimited potential. There is much for you to share. So this is also a reminder for the feminine, you know, doing the shadow work is going to be tough, but don't limit yourself, feminine. Do not limit yourself, okay? You are divine. You have the power to decide, okay? It's all in your power. There's nothing you can't do, okay? So let's get a true love reading card for the masculine for some advice from Spirit. Okay, let's see. For the masculine. Oh, we have serendipity. And for the feminine, we have forgiveness. I feel like the feminine has gotten forgiveness before too. Bottom of the deck, we have reparenting yourself. Pretty sure this came up recently too. So both masculine and feminine are reparenting themselves, going back to the source, okay? When we're born, we are born of love. And as we are raised, we learn fear. We learn limitations, okay? So going back to that childlike place of innocence, okay? Of joy, of love. Understanding that maybe, you know, there may have been issues growing up. There may be some inner childhood wounds coming from parental figures on both sides. And I think that that might be a little bit a part of what's going on with the feminine and doing her shadow work. And also why maybe the masculine feels as if, you know, this financial status is going to somehow need to be improved before coming forward, okay? So just kind of learning and living by your own rules is what I'm hearing. So for the masculine, serendipity, I think the masculine is starting to trust that no matter what, they're going to see their feminine again. Okay, some of you may have recently ran into your masculine. Maybe you keep running into them. Or like I said, this could just be signs and synchronicities that the masculine is seeing, understanding that this connection is way more powerful than just some like obsession connection that you just meet someone, oh, I'm super attracted to them. No. Okay, this is deeper than that. This is like divine timing. Okay, they're maybe experiencing this, they're witnessing it, they're understanding it. Okay, in the feminine we have forgiveness. I forgive myself, I am forgiven. So the feminine is understanding that forgiveness is required of herself. Forgiveness is required of the masculine. Forgiveness all around. Letting go and understanding that whatever it is that caused this, as you can see the two bunnies with their backs to one another, whatever caused this separation, none of that really matters, okay? It's like all is forgiven. The circumstances were not the best, maybe. Maybe things were said or done or whatever happened. The feminine she's forgiving the masculine, okay? That's why she's holding open this door. That's why she's saving space. That's why after all this time, the feminine is still heartbroken over all of this. She's forgiving it because she understands that it's more important, okay? It's more important. This connection is everything. So let's go ahead and get some musical messages and see what the masculine would like to say to the feminine. Messages from Divine Masculine. Also, guys, I'm going to be coming out with extensions of this deck pretty soon. The first deck was a playlist that I had been compiling over the last year. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to start busting out some genres, okay? So look forward to musical messages, extensions, musical genres. So come on, masculine. What song would you like to dedicate to the feminine? We have one. Edge of Desire by John Mayer. And from the feminine to the masculine. As the World Falls Down. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have Speechless by Dan and Shay. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time, I'm just as nervous. Every time you walk into the room, I'm speechless. So both masculine and feminine, it's like neither one of them really even know what to say. Okay? They see one another and the words vanish. All right? They just don't even know what to say, how to move forward. Neither of them do. They both understand, though, that the connection is real. They see the other person, and it's like they can't even believe their eyes, okay? They don't understand how they could have been blessed to have found someone like you, okay? So for the masculine to the feminine, we have Edge of Desire. So young and full of running, all the way to the edge of desire. Steady my breathing, silently screaming, I have to have you now. It's fucking go time, guys. What did I say? The masculine, he's on the edge of his seat, okay? He is feeling all of the feels. He is trying to catch his breath, okay? He's trying to formulate the words. He wants you now, okay? He wants to move forward now. So whatever delays the masculine is still facing, just know, as you can see from the storyline here, as well as the ending message, it's all coinciding, okay? The masculine is moving forward. He's tired of waiting too, is what I just heard. As the world falls down, so from the feminine to the masculine, there's such a fooled heart beating so fast in search of new dreams, a love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. And that's by David Bowie. So this song is from The Labyrinth, which is an awesome movie. And if you haven't already seen it, I'm pretty sure I've explained it before, but this is the scene where David Bowie sings to, I forget the girl's name. I don't know why I want to say Sarah, but maybe it's not. Who knows? You'll have to watch the movie. But anyways, this is where he sings to her and he realizes he's fallen in love with her, but he has to let her go. And so the feminine realizes while she's in limbo waiting, while she's heartbroken, while she's feeling as if it's all over, it's like the world is falling down for the feminine in a sense, but she's saying that it doesn't matter. There's such a fooled heart, okay? Feminine knows that logically it doesn't make any sense. She knows that it's not really logical to still want this, to still have feelings for their masculine. But again, holding that space, saying, you know, as the world falls down, I'll be there for you. So I hope that this reading resonated for someone, anyone. And if you would like a private reading where we can dig into your personal connection, I would be so happy to read for you. My website is www.witchywotarot.com. You can click on the reading that you would like and it will take you directly to my PayPal. Also, please go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It is at Witchy-Woo Tarot. And I just recently also got on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook and not Instagram, please go by my page and give it a like. But yeah, anyways, guys, I love you all. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you are well, and I will see you soon. Bye.